This is a series of videos that I filmed in the spring of 2023, after the drought of 2022, which were about the wildflowers of Blackheath. And they're all focusing on the effect of the drought on the wildflowers, not the grasses. For the drought of 2022 did great favours to the wildflowers of Blackheath. Gotta love red dead nettle. Now I'm over here at Vanbrugh Pits, and there's red dead nettle absolutely everywhere. And you know, probably just people pass it by. But at this time of the year, it's quite important for a whole bunch of solitary bees, particularly the hairy-footed flower bee, which is quite common. But hey, watching it toboggan around the males chasing the females is always great fun. Now, a few weeks ago, I did a little video about red dead nettle, and over the last 2 weeks, it's gone ballistic, and it's just a joy to behold. And I'm standing here looking at it, listening to a chiff-chaff over there, a blackcap over there, and there was just a woodpecker drumming. Spring. Joyous. I published my video. There was a lot of discussions on various social networks about why there was so much red dead nettle this year. And my view is because of the drought last summer. The drought killed off the grasses, opened up the soil, and let the wildflowers this year go ballistic. And I've noticed on other places on Blackheath where the grass was killed, the wildflowers are coming through. So we might view a drought as a bad thing, but actually it can occasionally be good. But nothing like a bit of disturbance to change what's growing in the ground. And I think this year there's going to be more wildflowers on our grasslands than there were last year because of the drought. What do you think? Comments welcome below. So, chiff-chaff, blackcap, red dead nettle. Oh, spring is joyous. So I've been doing some little short videos about wildflowers going ballistic on Blackheath, and this is another one. This is a Stork-bills, member of the geranium family. Not too sure which species it is, but this year it's everywhere. And in fact, it's making these sort of almost mountains of wildflowers. I was walking here in the drought last August, and you can see if you look closely that actually the grassland was really impacted on, and that's allowed the wildflowers to come up. And the geraniums are coming through. And look, they're just taking over, which is really cool. Also, if you look really closely, there's common vetch really coming through. And there's normally a bit of common vetch on Blackheath, but this year there's loads of it. And it's mainly in the areas where the grass got really impacted on by the drought last year. Now over on Elliot Field. Yeah, and Elliot Field has normally got reasonably long grass and a little bit of clover, and there's one patch of luzerne, but this year it's just a mountain of clover. Now if you just look, I mean, we're walking through just the clover's taken over. So I've been doing a lot of videos this year about the effect of the drought last year on the wildflowers. And in most cases, the drought seems to make the wildflowers go ballistic this year. But there's one plant that I notice is rather absent this year. And it's quite surprising. Ribbed melilot. And the reason why I'm doing this real video here on beside the A2 Shooters Hill is because normally behind me, all along here, are trees of ribbed melilot, yellow and white. No ribbed melilot along the A2. Now I would have thought ribbed melilot was a deep-rooted plant and the drought would have had no negative impact on it, yet there's only 3 plants on the whole of the Blackheath bee roads on a traffic island. I've got some yellow and some white ribbed melilot on this traffic island, but nowhere else. And actually these are actually quite diminutive compared to the ones that are normally on the Blackheath bee rows. They're normally up as tall as me. Was it the drought or was it something else? if you have an idea, let me know. The final plant I'm going to mention is common mallow, which I never actually filmed when it was in flower, but I'm back at Elliott Fields, and in 2023 it was a riot of pink common mallow flowers, and that also, I think, was a consequence of the drought of 2022. So let's have a look. So it's November now, but this part of Elliott's Field which they haven't mown, you can see that it's absolutely covered in mallow. There's mallow, common mallow that is, not musk mallow. Musk mallow is much prettier, but common mallow is great for pollinators, but it's everywhere. So the point of these videos is that sometimes disturbance is actually good. Sometimes getting rid of the grass is really good, because then the wildflowers go ballistic. What do you reckon? Do you like this? Do you disagree? Comment, share, like, and maybe even subscribe. And there's plenty more Blackheath Nature Diaries to come.